Hey Plant Gang, I love to talk about conifers, and one of my absolute favorite ones is Pinus thunbergii Thunderhead, the Thunderhead Japanese black pine, and I have it right here next to me. It is irregular in shape, it's kind of funky in the garden, and we definitely love it. When you're identifying it, you want to clue in. It's got about 3.5 to 4 inch long needles that are bundled together in twos. The fascicles are in two, and so you want to use that as an ID characteristic. But we definitely love the dark green color of this, the irregular shape. For the size in the landscape, it's kind of a medium-sized plant that can really be great to add texture to the home landscape. So as you look at this a little bit closer, you see the dark green needles. Overall, this is a more compact form of the straight species of Pinus thunbergii, hardy from zones 5B, 5A, 5B, all the way up till zone 8. And then you get a little higher than zone 8, and maybe it is impacted a little bit too much by heat stress. In particular, it's not gonna like warm nights. It likes full sun, 6 or more hours of sun per day to really make it good. Good drainage. In particular, with this plant and all conifers in general, we think about good drainage is a must. So if you're in a lower lying area, you've got soggy soil, you may want to elevate this plant. It can be pruned in kind of funky shapes, almost like a natural large bonsai that can be really nice. The real time that this plant additionally shows out is when it gets new foliage. Silvery white candles of new growth in the spring that are really quite long. I've seen them up to 1 foot long, and they're quite striking. So when you're placing this in the landscape, definitely use it as a focal point. I can see it as the main centerpiece in a large Asian-styled garden. Can be really beautiful, especially if you go in there and you prune it a little bit artistically. Here's a landscape tip. It looks great pruned and sculpted into an artistic shape or left in its natural form.